Here I am going to teach you the way of doing a traverse using 4-0 method. First of all, as other total station instruments, you have to tilt this. It means you have to level and center the total station instrument. I am not going to explain it further. Here you can see the peg on which we are going to install our total station instrument, and you can see this is the circular bubble as well as known as a plate bubble, and also this is the eyepiece. Looking through this, we can center our instrument. You can see this is the peg I showed you previously. Then go to tilt again, and you have to check the tilting. It's better to make it as much as possible to a least measurement. Then you can see our interface, and that is the prism constant. I will show it clearly. Here we can have a pen also. This is a prism constant. You can see that is a -30. That is non-prism, prism, and that is sheet. And they are the normal options of the total station instrument. Since our constant of prism is 30, it's better to give 30 in -30 as a prism constant. And also this is a laser beam. You can see laser point is available. We are not using it because it is not okay for the eyesight, and that is a data recorder. You can change your font like that. Then this is a keypad, and you can go to other pages using this one. I'm not going to give a very precise explanation about the instrument. I'm going to teach you only the method. Now you have to perfectly check the tilting. Here you can see the prism that is called target prism. Then in this station I made the back side. It means the first side which is taken through the instrument. I mean I have to prepare back side and foresight prior to do my survey. It's better to prepare the back side using the total station instrument. Then I have to remove the tri-branch, and I have to fix the target prism on that. Here you can see the parts of the target prism. I showed it very clearly. Then remove the total station using lowering the tri-branch screw and fix your target prism here. That is the most accurate way. If you are not doing that, there can be some errors of tilting. If you do so, no error will be available. Now I have installed a backside. Then I have to go to the foresight and install it again using the previously used method. Actually, this is an actual project, not a normal practical. I'm not going to say the exact site location. This is a actually running project. Here you can see the foresight of our survey. I'm going to use the previously used method, and I'm going to place my target prism on the foresight. You can see that here. Here you can see I am disassembling the target prism, and I'm going to mount my total station instrument on the tri-branch. I think you can understand the thing which I am going to do. I am going to level and center the tripod to make it a firm base for the foresight of my survey. You can see I am doing the previously described methodology, but this has to be done very precisely. It's better to make the tilt 0 if possible. If we are making this as much as less value, our readings and our observations will be much accurate. It's better to use the pen since our manually use, it means if we are using our fingers, there can be some issues, there can be some tilting issues for the instrument. Here you can see I am getting x and y values as much as less values. Look at the practical, then you will understand. Okay, these are foot screws, I think you know it. Okay, x value is 5, y value is 1 second. That is very good value. Now x value both are almost 0. And that is the eyepiece. I have to check it using eyepiece. I think you know that using the eyepiece we are checking the centering of the theodolite or total station. And remember, there is no any eyepiece in leveling instruments. Now our tilting is okay, but then we have to turn it by 90 degrees and we have to tell the tilting, we have to check the tilting again. Since that is also okay, I have to disassemble the total station, then I have to mount my target prism. Our lecturers say that, in some lecturers, not all, each and everyone, they say that don't dismantle our prism using the tri-barge and there can be some issues. That is a lie. There will no any issue to the tri-barge. You can do this very precisely. This is the approved method of survey. You can see I am looking through the gun sight and then I can see my target. You can see this is my backside. That is visible. Now I have placed both backside and foresight. Then I have to go to a traverse point. Actually, that can be named as a control point also. That is in some faraway place. Because of that, we have to use a vehicle to travel. I told you this is an actual project, not a university practical. Because of that, you can have a real site experience through that. You can see our laborers are bringing the total station instrument, and this is the notation of the traverse point, that is TS11A. Is it being our relative height, that is around 39, and you can see this is a permanent benchmark concreted one, and this is, I told you, this is a 4-0 method. You can see this is the observation sheet. This is slightly different from our ordinary level sheet. This is a specially prepared sheet. You can see there are 4 zeros. Zeros mean coordinates. Actually, our angles different from 90 degrees. 0, 90 degrees, 180 degrees and 270 degrees. And you can see there are separate 4 columns for foresight and backside. Then we have to record all 4. First of all, you know the procedure. You have to level the instrument, center the instrument, and you have to do the relative feedings. And you can see our tilting is pretty good. And we have to prepare our total station instrument for our first reading. Look at the practical, then you will be able to understand. And also I have described the same method previously, it means around 10 minutes before. And you can see our surveyor is preparing for the first point and he has to focus it. Actually, he is focusing to the first target, that is a backside. You remember that is the backside which was prepared previously. You have to focus it very clearly to the present target, and you can see it. You can see this is a backside. It's not better to allow such vehicle to travel, but we can't help since this is an actual construction site. Now tilting is okay. You can see that is very good. And you can see the observation. First of all, we have to set the offset, that is called offset. It means we have to give the horizontal reading 0 first. Next one should be 90, next one 180, and the last one should be 270. I will tell you at that point and measure it. It's better to use the pen. Now it is okay, then stop it. Then you have to record the observation. And you can see horizontal angle is 0. Distance is the normal distance, that is 32.758 meter. Then what should be done? Surveyors tell us, and surveyors precaution is to rotate the total station or theodolite clockwise. That is good. Because of that, we are also rotating it clockwise. Then you have to target to the next point. Here you can see, you have to target to the next point. It means the foresight, and you have to take the angle. Now we are doing that. Focusing must be done very precisely. If you touch your body parts to the total station, there can be some tilting issues. Because of that, never ever hang on the total station. And you can see, you are having a clear observation. Now it is a fact of measuring it. This is the first zero. Keep it in mind, this is the first zero. In the first zero, there are 4 readings. Now 188 degrees, 14 minutes and 50 seconds. And our distance is around 84. Then we have to transit the theodolite and we have to take the same reading. Transit and take the same reading. And it means pace left reading was taken previously. Now we have to take the pace right reading. There's a way of recognizing the pace left and pace right. If the keyboard is at our side, that is called pace right. But in some total stations, keyboard is available in 2 sides. In that cases, when the drum is in our left hand side, that is called face left. Okay. Since we have taken the face left reading, now we have to take the face right reading. And you can see, my friend is taking the face right reading. Then he have to clamp the screws. Then he has to measure it. Now you can see, measurement is taken precisely. Now measuring. Keep the recording in your mind. Then you can see, we are putting it in the face right, not the pace, that is face right. Now what should be done? Then we have to target to the back side and again take the face right reading. Previously we took the face left, now we are taking the face right. When the face left and face right reading are taken, we can say that our first zero is okay. Actually, why we are taking 4 zeros? When we are taking 4 zeros, we are dividing the final answer by 4. That is very good. Then we will get more accurate answers. That is a reading for doing that. Now that should be around 180. That is the thing. Since our first reading was 0, this must be 180. Now our reading is exactly 180. Then we can say our survey is pretty good. Our methodology is pretty good. Our observations are pretty good. Then it's a matter of recording. Then measure it. And there can be some disclosures. That is around 4 seconds. That should not be considered. Then since we are getting average value, it is okay. Now you have to record it at the back side of face right. Keep it in mind. Now first zero is okay. Then what should be done? Then we have to do it again. Actually, 1 point must be measured 4 times. It means we are taking average of 4. Then what should be done? Then you have to go to the O set. I will show it. First of all, then go to the next page, then go to the O set. Go to the H set, then make it as 90. H set must be 90. Previously, our H set was 0, now it is 90. Then take the reading. It is okay. Then you have to record it in the face left of back side. It is okay. Then what should be done? You have to turn it to the foresight and again you have to take the face left reading, not the face right, face left. It means your drum must be at the right hand side of you. Keep it in mind, most of students and some sort of professionals can get this wrong. If they are doing it wrong, whole traverse will be ma. It means will be destroyed. Because of that, you have to do it with much concern. Now you are measuring it. Now actually I don't need to describe. You can look it, you can observe this, you can watch it and learn. Actually, this is a real world example, very valuable example. I am recording it at the foresight of face left. Then what should be done? Then I have to transit the theodolite. Then I have to get the face right reading of what? Back side. Face right reading of. You can see. Look at it. Then you will be able to understand. And keep the reading in your mind. Now my friend Engineer Prasad is recording it at the foresight of the face right. Now what should be done? Back side of the face right must be taken. Then he will take it. Actually, I have to thank my friend Engineer Prasad to giving me this opportunity to prepare the video with him. This is a huge service, and thank you my friend for giving this opportunity. Actually, he has given me the opportunity to do so many videos. I have uploaded several and I will upload next videos as soon as possible also. Okay, now you can see it. Now he's going to measure it. Now he is measuring, and watch the video carefully. I am pretty sure you will be able to learn this 4-0 method very good here. And you can see this is the final of second 0. Now we have to go to the next 0. It means 180. Actually, this is a time concerning method. You can do it using 10, 20, 30 or 40. But 40 is the highest accurate thing. The reason is we are getting the average of 4 values. Then we are having very little chance to get a discrete value. And you can see he's taking. Actually, I don't need to describe. You can watch and understand. I will allow you to watch and understand the process your own. And he is writing the face left foresight of third 0. Now it's a matter of transiting the theodolite and do the job. Okay, now we are going to measure that reading also. Then you can see the foresight was recorded again. Actually, it took around half an hour to get the reading of only this point. It means you have to skip the time taken for mounting foresight and backside. I mean, after coming here to take these 4-0 readings, we spent around half an hour. Now you can understand what is the amount of traverse point in one survey. In this one, we had more than 200 traverse points, and that is the last reading of third zero. Then we have to go to the final zero reading. It means 270 degrees. You can see same process is going, but you have to record the reading very carefully. If you miss one reading, it will destroy all your effort. Then you have to do it again. After doing this traverse, there is a level traverse also. It means we are having the spot heights, we are having the reduced levels of our traverse points. Then we are running a level survey to determine whether our readings are reliable or not. Then we can come to a conclusion that our traverse is okay. Then we have to use the traverse point to plot our road surface and do the other rehabilitation or renovation projects. Okay, that is the normal procedure. After doing this, we have to go to the next point and we have to do the procedure again. I am not showing it again because it is time consuming. You can see I am going to the next horizontal reading 270. Then I have to do the process again. Look it very carefully, then you will be able to understand. First reading is 270, distance is 332, around 32. You have to take it to the 3 decimal places, that is the procedure. And this is the second reading. It means foresight of face left. Then what you done? You have to transit the theodolite and you have to do the process again. This focusing must be done very accurately. If we are focusing to another, invaluable point, there should be some errors. And you can see this is the third reading of the fourth zero, and we have to get the final reading. Actually, there are several methods: prism target, non-prism target, sheet target, and so many things. Here we are using a prism target since we can mount our target prism on a control point. Here, in our foresights and backsight, we have to use a target prism. It means that prism must be mounted on a tripod. We can't use a target pole. It means prism pole. We can use prism poles when we are running some sort of contour survey, but here prism target, it means tripod mounted prism target must be used. And also there's another thing. We have to use same tripod and same target to the all backside. What is the importance of that? If there is any issue of them, then we will normally cancel out. Then you can see this is the final reading of us. Then what should be done? Then we have to check it. It is 90 degrees and 2 seconds. There is a misclose of 3 seconds. Don't mind. Then we have to unmount our unmount our total station. Then we have to go to the next point and we have to do the job again. Actually, there are 270 points. Think about the time. So we will meet with another video as soon as possible. Thank you. If you have not yet subscribed my YouTube channel, now it is a perfect time for you to subscribe. Just go to YouTube and type my name. Then you will find my YouTube channel, Madhujit Sagara. Go to my channel and add a subscription. If you want to receive my latest video, you have to click the bell icon, then you will receive each and every videos of mine. Go to the playlist and find the contents there. So get in touch. I will make you rich with knowledge.